Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. I hope you're having a good one. This is growmybag.tv. So there is so much going on, but nobody's paying attention to it all, right? Everybody's fixated on Mount Gox and, oh, there's Stitchy. Everybody's fixated on Mount Gox and Germany. And I get it. I totally get it. But let's break them down. The first one, Mount Gox. Mount Gox has indeed started paying out to creditors, but everybody's surrounded by FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. When it comes to that, hey Stitchy, you want up? No, you just want to say good morning? Okay. So Mount Gox started paying their creditors, but here's the thing though. What are the mathematical odds that all of their creditors rush to sell all at the same time? Boom. So let's remove that. Is there a mathematical probability that some of them will sell? Is there a mathematical probability that some of them will sell only some of what they get? Both answers are yes. But is there a mathematical probability that all of them will sell en masse? The answer is technically yes, but that probability is teensy weensy. So let's remove Mount Gox, let's remove all that FUD, and just say, you know what? If people decide to sell, it will come from many different addresses. It will be done, during the open market. We'll definitely know who they are, or at least, what wallets they are. But here's the deal, though. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to care. That's normal. That's natural, right? What is not normal, what is not natural, is Mount Gox happening to begin with. That's where everything lies, right? So everybody immediately goes to Mount Gox is selling. No, they are not. They're returning digital assets to their creditors. So if they owe you Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash, that's what they're giving you. They're not going out to the market and selling it and then giving them cash. That is not what's going on. I need you to pay attention to that. Now, let's break down Germany. Germany is a special animal. I hear people calling this a crypto market correction. It is not. It is not a crypto market correction. We had that. What this is a macro event having a negative effect on the cryptocurrency space. That's what's going on. It's not a correction, right? And throughout history, you've had all kinds of macro events. Celsius, Voyager, FTX, all cool, it's fine, things happen. This is a special event because you could actually control this. This event can actually be controlled. The German government could say, hey, we have all this coin left. We have 40,000 coins left. Let's take this behind the scenes. Let's go to OTC and do it that way instead of bringing down the market. However, that's not what they're doing. What they're doing is they're saying, we're going to dump on the open market, having moved another 1,000 overnight into position to be sold. So yes, there's going to continue to be downward pressure. Could we go lower than where we are now? Yeah, we could. Here's the thing though. You're probably going to be mad at me if I say this. I'm actually hoping that we do go lower. There are a couple of reasons why. If we do go lower, more people are going to buy. The more people that buy, the faster we'll be rid of Germany and their market manipulation. I don't care what anybody says. To me, it's market manipulation because they could have gone to OTC markets and sold that way to diminish the effect on the market. That's not what they did. What would have been smarter for Germany to do is say, wait a minute. So we confiscated funds from a convicted criminal. They're our funds now. Great. Why don't we just add this Bitcoin to the reserve? They could have done that. I said this last week. They chose not to. What they're choosing to do is saying, look, listen, we just want the money. We want the money right now. And this is the fastest way to get the money. So they think. I think OTC would have been faster. But they're probably saying, well, this will maximize our money. I think they could have negotiated a number via OTC that would have been as much, equal to what they're getting now in the open market or more. Here's why. The more that they dump, the faster that they dump, the lower the price goes. The lower the price goes, the less they actually get from their dumping. Selling. Sorry. Right? Does that make sense? So when I sit back and I look at this whole situation, this is a macro event that didn't need to happen. This is not a macro event where we had FTX do something wrong or Voyager do something wrong or Do Kwon do something wrong. We didn't have anybody do anything wrong. Technically, the German government isn't doing anything wrong. It's their Bitcoin. They can do whatever they want with it. But what I do see is a serious resilience to the cryptocurrency market. Could we go down? I mean, I was chatting with somebody last night, and they said, "Well, I could see this going down to 40." Yeah, I could see it go down to 45. I don't know if I could see it go down to 40. This is a momentous event. This is not something anybody would have planned, right? So people are thinking, what about Michael Saylor? What about BlackRock? What about all these other entities that own Bitcoin? They're not going to ever do that because they're all about the money. They're capitalists. They're all about the money. So the German government is a government. They're not all about the money. If they were, they'd say, let's sell a little, let's keep some, right? Let's sell a little wisely, let's keep some. That's what they would have done had they been thinking about it, but they're not thinking about it, and that's not what they want to do. That's not what they want to do. So when you break down Mt. Gox with FUD, you break down Germany with realistic action, and you say, yeah, the market has tremendous downward pressure. But as soon as that pressure goes away, the market is going to skyrocket, in my opinion. Right? Because what else is there besides normal, everyday, activity? There's no more downward pressure. What's going on right now? Why is there so much downward pressure? Because the whole point of Bitcoin is that it's a commodity. There's not a lot of it. There's a scarcity to it. And guess what? Germany dumping. Hey, there's tons on the market right now, so it's going to come down. If the market was to go down to 40, I would immediately go out and buy. I'm trying not to buy on the way down, but it's difficult not to. I'll give you an example. The other day, I had purchased some Chainlink, and I told you guys I'm going to go out and I'm going to purchase some Cardano. I was talking to Hutanik, who's one of our newest big baggers, jumbo big bagger, because he's all about it. He's all about investing for the future. Love it. Something that I was thinking about, I said, I started getting busy, and I was gonna go buy Cardano, and I was actually chatting with Hutanik, and Hutanik was like, dude, actually I was chatting with you guys, and Hutanik was like, oh, it's at 35. I could have bought at 35 and still been happy. It had been at 32. Do I think Cardano's going to revisit below 30? I think it's highly possible in this current market. So am I going to wait? Yes, I'm going to wait. So I didn't pull the trigger that day because I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm going to wait for another big dip, another big dip, and watch it go down, plummet, right? And catch it when it's 28, 29. Catch Bitcoin when it's, in the early 30s. Early 50s. Catch it then. Because you know what happens? This is what happened this weekend. Everything went up. You want to know why? Germany wasn't selling. Most likely. There wasn't a big, dumping of Bitcoin. Right? And now it's come back down again. And I'm sitting here and I'm kind of going, I'll let this week rock. Right? Let it rock. I'll be paying attention to the numbers. I'll see what's going on. And then I'll just sit there and chill and watch for a nice dip. You want to know why? Because to me, this is trading season. I'm going to play this. I'm going to play those ups and downs. Another big dip, I'm going to buy. But on another big dip, when everybody's really feeling that, that's when I'll buy. Why? Because you can easily see things shoot up another 10% real quick. It'll decline from there because Germany's not over yet. But I think it'll go down and then jump up another 10%. Why not take that 10%? So imagine you drop a rack, you drop $1,000. What's wrong with gaining another 1100, another 100? You sell then. You wait. I wouldn't even move it out of digital assets. When I sell, I'd probably move it into like USDT or USDC and wait. Wait for it to happen again and then get right back in. And just keep playing. Just keep playing. That's it. That is it. So I've already onboarded some dry powder, right? I've already onboarded some dry powder and it's just sitting there waiting. So I can easily pull the trigger, boop, and play that up and down. 5%, 10%, 5%, 10%. And I'm going to set a number. I'll probably set the number to 10%. When it hits 10%, I'm out. And wait. And maybe I'll get lucky and I'll be able to do that a few times. Imagine if you could do it 10 times. You take your original principal out, that $1,000. Now you're still playing with the $1,000 that somebody else gave you. And you keep playing the game. Keep playing the game. Now you know why I keep telling you guys, I have a hodling wallet and I have trading wallets. 2 sets, 2 different mindsets, 2 different hats that I have to wear when I'm buying those. Dead serious. You want to know who else is kind of playing that game? They're not selling on the highs, but they're buying on the lows. Japan's Metaplanet. They went out and bought some more. How much was it? It was another 42.47 Bitcoin. And I'm like, not bad. Not bad. Like, that's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. Right? Because they're saying, yeah, we're all in on this micro strategy, type deal. We're going to buy on those lows. Here's something that I have not seen yet. I'm really wondering if Michael Saylor is maneuvering to try to get at that German Bitcoin dump. Imagine. I mean, because he could literally probably sell some more notes and say to Germany, I will buy half right now. You have 2 billion left. I'll buy half right now. Oof. I'd rather take that deal than the deal from Justin Sun. I mean, not for nothing. MicroStrategy can go out on a really far limb. Hear me out. Really far limb. MicroStrategy. Any one of the companies that are buying. BlackRock, Fidelity, just name them. Any one of these companies can go out on a huge limb and say, we're going to try to get at Germany and say, listen, we want to buy. What's your number? The price of Bitcoin is this right now. As you keep dumping on the market, it's going to become this. Let's come to a happy medium. We'll cut you a check. We'll send you cash. We'll wire it. It's only $2 billion. A couple of these companies can really afford it. Now take a step back. At that point, they've got extra. They're using their money to buy. They've got extra. And then they just sit back and wait and watch. Because now that they remove that macro event, that volatility, they'll just see the profits rise. No more downward pressure. That could actually happen. That could actually happen. Maybe the German government would be open to that if the offer didn't come from somebody like Justin Sun. Maybe they'd be open to that if the offer came from Larry Fink, Michael Saylor, Mike Novogratz. You know what I mean? Just anybody from Fidelity. Just if any one of these bigger companies called up and say, listen, hey, there's a consortium of us that would like to buy what you're selling. Let's talk. That would immediately skyrocket. Here's the thing. You saw how the market immediately took a dive when they started doing this. What I think would happen is that if Germany were to cut a deal like that, the market would skyrocket so fast that it would plow through any of the highs that were called for this year. Elation would settle in. FOMO would happen. One exacerbates the other. Things skyrocket. I'd be prepared for a fall, but things would skyrocket. Now, with things skyrocketing, you sit there and you kind of go, well, dang, if things skyrocket like that, huh, what would happen then? Bitcoin would shoot up. You'd have 10x, 3x, 4x, 5x out of a lot of coins that are out there. Because when Bitcoin rises, all coins rise. Not all, but you get my point, right? So when I sit here and I think about this, I'm like, wow, that's actually very interesting. You want to know something else that would drive people to actually buy into Bitcoin, buy into the crypto space? Things like Wells Fargo being brought into a class action lawsuit. I'll read it to you. Wells Fargo faces a proposed class action lawsuit for allegedly making customers accept responsibility for unauthorized transfers, violating the Electronic Funds Transfer Act. Oh, I know a couple of people that have been hit with that. Oh, if you don't know what that means is somebody's able to gather enough information, not quite all of it, but just enough to make Wells Fargo believe that it's you. And so they handle a transfer. And Wells Fargo is, allegedly Wells Fargo is saying, yeah, that's on you. Do you understand how ludicrous that is? A bank's security is on you. Now, part of it is you. Part of it is you, right? But I want you to think about this. All these companies out here that get hacked, and most people don't put this together. We've been hacked so much, right? Our lives have been hacked so much that it's just another hack. But what people aren't realizing is every time a company gets hacked, they're able to paint a better picture of who you are. They're able to present a better picture of you, even if fake. I know your first name, your last name. I know your last 3 addresses. I know your buying habits. I know you went to vacation 2 weeks ago. I know you play with the PlayStation 5 all the time. Your account is this. I know you go shopping at Home Depot, for instance. I know you use Blue Shield for your health. Oh. See what I'm doing there? You look at all of these different hacks, and some people, oh, well, they're only affected by this one. Others might be affected by 2 or 3. Others might be affected by more. But the more that you're affected by, the more of a picture, a clear picture, a hacker can paint of you. Meaning now they can call the bank or reach out to the bank or log in as you and see what's going on. So there are lots of things that you can be paying attention to that most people don't realize. And banks are saying, well, we're only responsible up to a certain extent. Are you now? Have you seen me do that transfer before? Have you ever seen me make that transfer to that account before? Oh, it's a new account, and that's a large sum of money. Would that normally happen? That seems out of the way. If that class action lawsuit goes through, Wells Fargo could be in trouble. Wells Fargo could be in big trouble. Now, it'll take a while for that to actually happen. But if it were to happen, Wells Fargo's got big issues. Big issues. And if it goes too far, I'll put it to you like this. That could be a buyout level problem. Yeah, you didn't think about that. That could be a buyout level problem. I mean, didn't I mention Wells Fargo just a while ago? Wells Fargo. Let's see. Say. No, other than they were interested in crypto. No. But I recall, I know that Wells Fargo does have other banking issues, right? That we've definitely spoken about. But imagine if that goes through, that'd be bad. That'd be just awful. You want to know something that's cool though? Something that's cool is just Metaplanet saying, yeah, you know what? It's Japan's Metaplanet saying, yeah, we're going to buy some more. Thank you very much. We're going to buy more Bitcoin in this big dip. Thank you very much. We're embracing what Michael Saylor is doing over there at MicroStrategy. We like what's going on over there. We're going to mimic same. And they went and they bought more, 42.47 more Bitcoin. Just saying. Some people are recognizing the opportunity that's in front of them and they're taking 100% advantage. 100% advantage. So imagine when, Bitcoin was at 73. A couple of days ago, we were literally $20,000 down. Could that happen again? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely happen again. Could we dip into the 40s? Absolutely possibility. Depends on how hard Germany hits. Get into the 40s and you're kind of thinking, well, wait a minute. If I can buy at 40 whatever, I mean, heck, you could say if I buy at 50 whatever, what's the deal then? Oh, I buy at 50 whatever. Now I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, if it goes back up to 60, goes back up to 70, it's $20,000 that I made off that investment in a relatively short period of time. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. So imagine you put in X amount and you extract your profit. Like I said, imagine that scenario. Germany comes to a halt. Things skyrocket. That $40,000 or $50,000 buy, if everybody's numbers are correct, end of the year it's $100,000. Some people are saying 150. That's a 2x, 3x. Oof. Oof. That's a 100, 200% profit. Okay. I could deal with that. Right? Doubling your money in a short period of time. Imagine if you were able to buy in the 40s. Imagine if my number was right and you bought at 45. You're doubled at 95,000. If my friend said 40, imagine if you were able to buy at 40. You're doubled at 80. I'm just saying. You're doubled at 80. You're tripled at, 120. If it hit 150, whoo, yeah. Yeah. So on the workbook that I have right now, I'm just adding charts. I can't show it to you right now because I'm on a temporary machine right now, or else I'd show it to you. The the workbook has that factor. What from here, from this, can I add to this to get me to my all-time high? I'm seeing 4x, 5x, 10x all over the place. Oof. Oh, maybe I should put that out as a report. Maybe that'd be cool. Put that out as like a daily or weekly report. Make it look pretty. That'd be kind of cool, right? No? Yeah. But that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm kind of like, wow, that's majorly hot. This we have going. Like I said, I have no way of sharing my screen. Fear and greed index is really low. We're in total 58. DeFi Llama below, well below. We're at $84 billion in total value locked, far below the 111. The last time I even looked, I haven't looked all weekend. Right. The big board, There you go. A little choppy, but it'll come back. So the big board has ton down a lot. Ton being down a lot, it's at $7.18. That's down a lot. WIF is down a lot. Filecoin is down a lot. Or no, that's not Filecoin. I'm not even paying attention to that one. I pulled out the wrong one. But Doge is Pepe is down. SHIB is green at 17, but it's down from where it was. But SHIB is holding on to a previous bump up. That's actually powerful for SHIB. It's back above 3,000. Last night it was at like 28. I've seen numbers in like the 28 range, and I'm sitting here. I'm just kind of going, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's all right. That's fine. That's fine. Please go lower. Please go lower. Thank you. Yeah, because I would be buying Bitcoin and Ethereum for sure. I'm always buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. I have no problem with that. XRP is at 43 cents. I'm still having an ongoing debate with a whole bunch of people, but everybody keeps coming at me and saying, telling everybody to use XRP and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just sitting back and going, no, they're telling people to leverage XRPL. And for right now, XRP happens to be the only way to do that. But they're telling them, even their CTO got out there and he was talking about, there are use cases for Ripple. For XRP. But he wasn't talking about how much money you could make. That one sounds. He was not talking about how much money you could make. Again, I just go, it's interesting. It's really interesting. Because anybody, in my humble opinion, anybody can point out use cases. I'm sorry for the chopper video. I'm trying to, close things out. Like I said, this is a temporary machine. I'm expecting to get my machine sometime this week. I'll set that up, and hopefully I'll have it by Friday, because we have fun on Fridays. But yeah, I'm just sitting back and I'm just saying to myself, there's a lot going on. Nobody's paying attention to all of these various things. And he's talking about, the CTO of Ripple is talking about, well, there are a lot of use cases for XRP, but he's not talking about the financial gain that you could get from XRP. He's not talking about the price going up. He's talking about use cases. And I'm sitting back and I'm saying, he's saying it for XRP, but he doesn't mean it for XRP. He really means it for XRPL. Ripple is using XRPL to say, hey, you can build your stablecoin on XRPL. Hey, you can build your use case, your token for this use case on XRPL, the XRP ledger. And every time I hear an argument, I keep thinking, oh man, hopefully this person comes and straightens me out, because maybe I'm wrong. So I'm open to listening to everybody. And I know some people that are really into XRP, like really, really. And they're all sitting there scratching their heads and they're kind of like, yeah, they're talking about XRPL, not XRP. So Ripple, the company, owns that. And that's, what I'm paying attention to. I'm like, okay, cool. I have nothing against that, right? I have nothing against that, because Ripple as a company, I'm like, I can't wait to buy the stock. But XRP, am I selling my bag? I'm still not selling my bag. I definitely think that it's going to go up. Do I think it's going to go up as high as I thought before? No, I do not. But I think it's going to go up. Do I think I'll double my money? Yeah, I think I'll double my money. Right? But do I think that, it's going to take off the way other coins are going to take off? No, I don't. And that's, what I've been telling people is, hey, listen, I have faith that XRP will be here for a while. I just don't have faith that it's going to be the moneymaker that we all thought it was going to be. I think there are other coins that will do far better. So pay attention to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that XRP is going to go away as a coin, right? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I do not believe it's going to make the money that I originally thought it was going to make. Like, I'm having a hard time, and I'm being totally honest with you. I have a hard time believing that it's going to reach its all-time high again. That's how much of a problem I'm having. That doesn't mean that it's not going to make money from here forward. It just means that I don't believe it's going to necessarily hit its all-time high. That said, like I said, I still have my bag of XRP. I just have a diminished level of hope for it. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do me a favor, tell your friends about it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to become a member because there's a lot more coming. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.